Hello and welcome to episode 66 of Cyberpunk and to Killing Moon Part 2. This is a very different introduction. As I explained at the start of last episode, I was splitting this mission into 2 episodes rather than attempting to squish it all into one, and given the highly stressful situations of the first part, I'm glad that I did. Before we move on, thank you to everyone who commented and left feedback on the first part of the gig. I've had great fun reading and responding to those comments during the earlier part of this week ahead of making today's episode. You were pretty good as well at keeping your observations and points spoiler free, so that's another brilliant thing. Just to reiterate, I know there are branchings involved in the game because that's almost common knowledge in the community. Even first time players get to recognise that they exist. I don't plan to explore all the multiple paths in my first playthrough. The principle of causality is that it leads to finality for my male Nomad V. He doesn't have access to a magic rewind button. That's a piece of tech that in 2077 doesn't exist for him. So whatever happens here, I'm going to be fine with it. And also one other thing is that I'm going to be taking my time, yes, but that does not mean I'm a completionist. Anything I don't do this time leaves more for my Fem Corpo V to look at next playthrough. Things like shards which I spot on cameras but don't get a chance to go back to because of events. So to the housekeeping. I want to focus on the question I asked you about the afterlife and what it stands for in the game. Is it an aspirational beacon of success urging mercs and others onto greater heights, or is it a great deception, something that trivialises life and reduces existence to a drinks recipe on a menu at best? It seems the answer is that it is both simultaneously. On the surface, it's a place to relax and kick back while sharing grievances with tombs, setting the world to rights, planning how best to score points against the corrupt system. The amiable Claire is always around to dispense alcohol and advice. Under the surface though, it's a mirror being held up to both the Merc and to Night City. It creates and celebrates fame while at the same time reducing it to stories of individual misadventure and inevitable failure. It has endless capacity for adding more and more names to that drinks menu. Indeed, it needs a constant supply of such heroes in order to maintain its fame. In that sense, the afterlife is like some predatory animal stalking new prey, constantly tempting mercs to dream of pulling off the ultimate gig in order to feed its appetite. Because in Night City, if you want to become a legend, it seems you may have to die first. Really good to single out a place like that to talk about. Thanks again to those who chipped in their thoughts. Right, as usual, there will be other housekeeping bits to talk about during today's episode. I did actually struggle to fit those in the first part of Killing Moon, and I fear I may have the same problem again today because it's quite hectic. There's a lot going on, but nothing is wasted. If they don't arise naturally, the opportunities to fit those in today, then there's always episode 67. Now, unusually, as we're in the middle of a special 2-parter here, I'm not going to set us a new question today. I'm going to have a break from that. And instead I'm going to focus on what happened in the first part of Killing Moon and do a recap of episode 65. In episode 65, a day after V chooses to help Songbird escape from the grasp of Kurt Hansen and Barghest, Kurt Hansen who was assassinated by Alex during the mission to retrieve the neural matrix hardware, V receives an angry / disappointed hollow call from Solomon Reed. Aware of V's betrayal, Reed informs V that unless he reconsiders his loyalty, the FIA will hunt both him and Songbird down. V reiterates to Reed that Songbird is no terrorist and that she deserves her freedom. A couple of days later, when Songbird finally breaks her silence, her voice over the hollow to V is a frayed whisper. She directs V to a back alley rendezvous. On arrival, V finds her hiding in the back of a van. Clearly very ill, she's in a severely deteriorated state, ravaged by her repeated forced connections to the AIs lurking beyond the black wall. Her physical body is failing, and she has little time left unless something is done urgently. With what little strength she has left, Songbird reveals the final phase of her plan. V must smuggle her into the Night City Orbital Air Spaceport, NCX, a massive high-tech and heavily guarded gateway to the stars, and get her onto a shuttle to Tycho on the moon. She tells V that only within that lunar colony's corporate black clinic can she access the unique neural technology capable of providing a permanent cure for her condition and for V's. V agrees to see the job through, bound by sympathy for Songbird's perilous predicament with Reed and Rosalind Myers, as well as their shared struggle for survival. On arrival at the spaceport, V initially blends into the sea of high society travellers and staff, guided by a physically fading Songbird through the intense and armed security checkpoints. Right, we know the score. People are actively going to try to stop V from getting Songbird to that shuttle. Her time is even more fragile than V's. Nothing has to go wrong if she's going to make that flight. Let's get back there. Right, so we're back at the location, as you can tell, of the sighting of the mysterious Mr. Blue Eyes. I nearly caught him completely off guard, I think. The cameras, I don't know whether he sensed that he was being watched on the cameras, possibly not, but he definitely worked out that I had spotted him somehow, because he at that point decided he'd had enough. He'd seen what he needed to see, done what he needed to do, and he was out of there. But I did get very close, and it's tantalising, these little glimpses of the upper echelon of control in the game, even above the government, even above the corporations. So yeah, that was really, really good. And I did actually get a look at him too. A sideways on look on the camera, admittedly, but yeah, I did. One thing before we move on, and I've got to do this now. Since I made the introduction, I've put something in position behind me in the webcam view, halfway up on the left hand side. I don't know whether you can see it. A tiny little thing that's appeared that wasn't there before. Let me show you what this is close up. So my daughter decided, as a complete surprise to me, to get me this little gift, and it is a custom Funko Pop. Now, I'm not a Funko Pop collector. I don't own any other Funko Pops at all. This is very special though, because as you can see, it's me. It actually says on the box Clive, and let me show you close up so you can see even better what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, that's me, isn't it? Complete with the lack of hair, holding my headphones there, and the controller in the other hand. It's utterly gorgeous. So the little dude, and we'll come back to the proper view now, is there living in the background behind me now. It's terrific. Right, let's get moving. We've got to take the elevator to the roof. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. Look at my weight. 78 out of 440. Why is it 78? Because I've got no weapons, because I gave them up to Songbird before I came into this place. And now I'm working with scavenged weapons. This is what I've got so far. I have a one-handed club. I have a precision rifle, the M179E Achilles Tech precision rifle, which is no slouch. I mean, look at the stats there. That's not a bad weapon. It also has one mod attached. I don't have any other mods because they were all taken away from me too, I guess. That's the minus 20% charge threshold to penetrate cover and minus 20% damage penalty for shooting through cover. I've also got this pistol, which I've never used really before. It's the A22B Shao, I think it's called, tier 5 plus smart pistol. The stats are averagey, aren't they? The damage isn't stellar, the attack speed isn't wonderful, the reload speed's okay, the range is middling, the weapon handling is alright. It's kind of the weapon that you do scavenge and then use for a while and I think get rid of, because I have got better. I just haven't got access to them at the moment. Alright, so let's take this elevator to the roof. This is where I left us standing last time. I think I'm just going to walk in. I'll do that. I'm inside. Roof, please. And spare not me horses. Oh, hello. Important message. I'm going to read these. I mean, some of them we've read before, but I'm going to read them as they come in like this. Important notice. Orbital Air kindly reminds you about the ongoing modernisation of Tycho Terminal. All flights to Luna have been suspended until further notice. For your safety, please immediately return to the main hall. We apologise for any inconvenience. It is inconvenient because I'm heading to the roof. It's a very smart elevator, this. Actually, it's very smart. It's barely got any scratches on it. In my elevator scoring system, out of 5,
Okay.
this would be
What?
4.9.
Where now?
Now we get creative.
Need deets.
I managed to reach the roof. Lower bit though. Need your help to climb higher and join you.
In your state? Crazy.
Shape you're in. Can't possibly hope to walk a high wire.
It's 120, 30 feet. Doable.
Better look around.
Yes, search the area for a way to pull Songbird up. I will do that. Whoa. Is that the rocket? All flights have been suspended, and yet this one stands in what looks like almost launch readiness due to the venting gases that we can see there. I mean, I've got my weapon out because why wouldn't you have? Oh, there you go. I can't tag you because you're a Corpo Bud worker. It will identify you to me, but it will not let me tag you. Or maybe it's because my cyberware's... Oh, I don't know. When your cyberware's deactivated, and I did talk about this in text during the last video, I was very confused about why it was that my quick hacks and my cyber deck were still working, but my cyberware wasn't. Because to my way of thinking, the cyber deck was installed at a ripper dock into a slot. Therefore, it is cyberware. And yet, it wasn't deactivated when the rest of my cyberware was deactivated on entry to the facility. So, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I know that 1 or 2 people did comment upon this in the comments, the feedback from the last video, and I thank them for that. I don't think there's a resolution in my head to this. You've just got to accept that's the way it is, that the cyber deck is somehow treated differently, separately. But to me, it is cyberware. It's not a natural part of my body. It was installed by a ripper dock. I think the distinction is very slight between that and the sort of cyberware that you'd have in your hand or your legs or wherever else. Oh, good Lord. How many of you are there walking around down there? I didn't get a chance there, and I should probably have scanned that guy too. Squatting won't help a lot because these barriers are quite... Oh, it helps a bit. Quite low. There are resources down here. I'm guessing I've got to go down because there's no way I can go up. She's beneath me. 130 feet? Well... Can I tag you? No, because you're a Corpo Bud worker too. Darn it. Oh, this is going to end in tears. There'll be my tears too. Grab. And goodbye. I'll just leave you there. Pop back up here. That other guy must be on a patrol routine. Here comes one. If necessary, I shall use the gun. I would prefer not to, because I don't know how many of them there are here. The fact that I can only see these 2 does not mean there aren't hordes of them. That guy's not looking my way at the moment, but can I sneak behind him? Okay, I think I can risk. No looting to be done. Looting to be done. I've got to go that way. That's the way that guy is. Oh, crikey. Are you a Corpo Bud worker? No, you're a security guard. So you I can tag. I think that seems to be how it works. Oh, gosh. Sneaking up behind him's not going to work. I mean, I could try it. I don't think it's going to work. Maybe it will. Well, who knew? I didn't think I'd be able to approach him without being seen. I thought he was just too sideways onto me and that he would be able to spot me coming. He didn't. This is going well so far. Oh, that guy. No. I was about to say he's constantly looking the other way. He's scanning that arc there. It's not an arc that's facing me. Can we quietly? Alright, this has gone very well. Oh, also someone pointed out in the comments, and I thank them for this too, that the vulnerability analytics, which I have access to now, is to do with that diamond, the red diamond that showed up there on that guy just as I was sneaking up behind him. It literally highlights their points of vulnerability, their weaknesses, so that if you attack them there can be effects. Sometimes those effects also have an effect on other people who may be in the close region of the person you're attacking. So that's a very beneficial thing, which I'm grateful for knowing about. There's a lot of things that my present V isn't making use of to the fullest capacity, and I think you've just got to accept that. In the comment section, when I look back over the videos, I have had hundreds and hundreds of things pointed out to me, individual separate things, not repeats. These are unique things being pointed out by an individual, by a person. Sometimes other people join in and say the same thing, but I'm talking about the overall number of these pointers that have been brought to my attention. And with the best will in the world, I can't keep all of this stuff in my head at the same time. It's just an immense amount of learning to take in one go. So there are some things like that which kind of slip past a little bit, I guess is what I'm saying. And I'm going to allow myself some slack there. I'm going to cut myself some slack and say, it's all right, Clive. You can't do everything. You can't remember everything all of the time. Oh, I thought that was money there for a minute. It's just cans discarded. All right. Progress is being made. I don't know we're achieving very much. Why is that just lit up?
No way this'll hold the weight.
Really?
I can hear you. You know that, right? Move it, V. Scan the roof for something.
I am doing, apparently. I found these. I thought they'd be really good. The length is insufficient. The durability is insufficient. Mounting is possible, but the chance of success is unsatisfactory. He said no way these would hold the weight. They look substantial to me. Unless they're mostly just plastic, I guess. Anyway, V is a structural engineer, apparently. Yeah, I did spot that. There is something else over there too. But they're far too short. If those were too short, these would be much too short. She said 130 feet. No way.
Useless this.
Yes, I just drew the same conclusion, V. We're on the same page. That's a good sign. Flexible tubing. Too flexible. The length is insufficient. The durability is sufficient. They would have been strong enough had they been long enough. Mounting is possible, but pointless. Nice little affectation with your weapon there, V. Johnny, what are you doing here? Standing in the rain, smoking.
Rain's pouring.
Yes, it is.
Oh my, place has a wicked vibe.
Do you know it does? It actually does. And I don't think it's all to do with the rocket either. I think the elevation here, the fact that we're quite high up. There is something very special about just observing the weather in this game. It's the way that, you know, the visibility of things like rain depends upon the lighting conditions where you are. And also Johnny doesn't get wet. Unlike me, he's impervious to this. It just has no effect on him whatsoever. What's he even doing here? Why is he here at the moment? Is he trying to put me off? Does that go anywhere? No, but there is a box there, which... Can I? Yeah, I can. I'll have those. I don't think... Yeah. I can go any further. I have a destination down below me. I'm going to hop back over here. And we'll go down the... Does he spot stairs? Stairs. Down the stairs. He's gone. Johnny's gone. He's not waited for me. Alright. He's gone down there now. He's leading the way. Johnny's showing me the way. Catch me, somebody. I have a ladder.
Too short.
Yeah.
Did you just eyeball that? Whoa.
Okay.
Hardy har.
I mean, don't get me wrong. In situations of high stress, humour is good. It diffuses some of the tension. However, tension can be productive. Positive stress. I think I may have mentioned this before, but I came across a book once called Positive Stress at Work. And something about the title worried me a little. Because I've never found stress a positive thing, personally. If it's self-motivation, that's one thing. That's self-imposed. But externally imposed stress, no. I'm not so keen on that, and here we are experiencing it. Did I see something else there? Yes, I did.
Ah, fire hose.
Yes.
So me, got an idea.
There's no hiding it. V's got talent. The length is sufficient, the durability is sufficient, the mounting is firm. What could possibly go wrong? So, toss hose end and shout, catch. You didn't shout catch.
Catch, Song. Let me know when you're ready.
Got it!
Now I presume, given her weakened state, that she's tied this around her in some way that will not incapacitate her further. In other words, I am the person who's responsible for her safety here, not her.
Grip it tight.
She can't grip it tight. I just said that. Were you not listening? Pay attention. Ooh, Paul.
Just a little more.
That was a quick 130 feet.
Fuck.
No!
Gotcha.
Pull. Of all the times and places for that to happen.
Here.
Hi, Songbird.
Too fucking close.
I tend to agree.
Next time? Just shouldn't be a next time. Not like this.
Yes, I would agree with that too. Look at my relic chip malfunction still echoing
V?
here.
V, what's with you?
It's this darn relic chip. When it happens nowadays, the effect lingers for a considerable number of seconds, whereas it used to go away in a hurry. Here are my responses. You're heavy. That's a good one. Never say that. Never say that. Stand up and say nothing, I'm fine, or I can stand up and say, I'm dying, did you forget? I think a testy I'm dying, did you forget is in order here. She knows darn well V's not 100% either.
You know, barely clinging on to life. Both of us.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's not just about you, you know.
Stop it. It'll be over soon. Thanks in no small part to you.
Your weapons.
My weapons! Hang on a minute, I've had a message. Okay. Oh, right, here we go. Orbital Air kindly informs you your combat implants have been reactivated. Huzzah. Thank you for using our services. We wish you a pleasant stay. Orbital Air kindly reminds you about the ongoing modernisation of Tycho Terminal. All flights suspended. Please return to the main hall. We apologise for the inconvenience. I know. I've got my weapons back. I've got my weapons back.
No gun, no fun.
My weapons are re-equipped. I've got to follow Songbird. I'm not going to change
What is it?
my inventory yet.
Catching a radio sig. Shit. Encrypted channel.
Can you breach? Listen in?
Giving it a shot.
Of course you can. It's Songbird. How could she fail? She's not walking well.
Need to move on quietly, V. Another fuck up and we're done for.
Hey,
Oh.
did what I could.
Have to try harder. Sly and smooth.
I'm following her. I probably should be scanning. Another encrypted transmission. Oh, resources. Excuse me while I just dash ahead of you. Like a little puppy. Oh, it's hard to get off. Where'd she go? There she is. More resources.
This way.
Yep. I'm right behind you. I need my crowbar before I do. Ooh. Just bash that.
Oh,
Nothing.
shit. SIGs. An NUS comms frequency.
Right.
Myers?
Incoming. In 45 secs. No more.
What?
In here. Quick.
Reed was not bluffing. We knew this was going to happen. What are they up to?
What's going on? What are they up to?
4 assault choppers incoming. Mass transponder SIGs. Don't want to reveal their NUSA. Fuck. She's on board.
Shh.
They're gonna land.
Myers is
Get it
coming.
open.
She's on board. Yeah, what do I do? Lift it. Lift! Get in. 45 seconds is not long.
Show me. Get inside.
Do this. Here they come.
Got control of the van. Got one of the blades. I'll squeeze through.
4 attack helicopters coming in, laden with troops. Sounds like they've landed. This is not a good place to be caught in a firefight if one happens. Myers all in, ain't taking any prisoners. No, she's turned up herself. In other words, she intends to personally supervise what's about to go down here. And that suggests that she's lost confidence in Reed. And that, in turn, suggests that Reed will be more desperate than ever to regain her confidence and trust, which makes him very dangerous. People are still talking about the choice I made in betraying Reed and picking Songbird. And I think I've got to just stress that I don't totally dislike Reed. There are many aspects of him which are admirable. He is incredibly loyal and focused. He is potentially very protective of people who he feels are important to him. However, the thing that stopped me from choosing him, the negative about him, is this blind obedience to a cause that he has. It's a monofocus. He blocks out the importance, the significance, the worth of everything else, and makes that priority the justification for any action, however severe, however draconian. It's justified in his mind because of that ultimate objective that he's working towards. And that's what makes him incredibly dangerous, and that's why I couldn't pick him over Songbird. That's the negative that was against him in my mind. Right, let's do this. Myers, all in, ain't taking any prisoners.
U.S. combat choppers buzzing the free city of NC. Shit's heating up.
NCX is not technically part of NC. Exterritorial. Neutral zone. This is Myers basically blowing off international law and agreements.
Ah, no, I did wonder about that. In the last episode, in part 1, I did wonder about the status of the spaceport in terms of territorial allegiance. It's independent as such. So she's invading a territory, which means that the guards here are not going to like that. What do I do here? Grip a fan blade. Grip a fan blade? Is this safe? Oh, apparently. Well, it's not. The motor isn't liking it. Ouch! That really hurt. This is pretty much what we expected to happen. We expected NUSA Myers to have worked out what was going on and to intervene. However, the mode of their intervention looks a little bit less covert, let's say, more overt than I thought it was going to be. Should I be standing up? Am I going to bang my head? Songbird's flinching.
Got a light ahead. Security. Hold up a sec.
Okay. Where's this light? I don't see the light. Stay away from the light. Oh, I see the light.
Okay, moved on. Alert now. Eyes and ears.
I have both.
Shit.
Ooh.
Madam President.
Someone?
We've confirmed V's presence here at NCX.
FIA must have been on you since you went through security.
And so me?
Move. Go. They're gonna spot us.
I'm moving.
Too weak to get around on her own. Most likely she's waiting somewhere, concealed.
Most likely just doesn't cut it.
She's testy. Keep up with Songbird.
Does Orbital Air know the stakes?
They triggered the alarm but failed to find V.
And our agents?
Cover's been blown on a handful. OA won't get a word out of them. I guarantee it. Those still undercover are looking for Songbird.
We'll talk about operational errors later.
Ooh, she's taking control.
Asking for help never was your strong suit. So I decided for you and brought support.
I have everything under control.
No, Saul. You lost control way back. It's time you acknowledge that.
Ah, Rosalind Myers. Her true face. Fuck the one on her billboards.
And we've got to be careful here, I could be spotted. Keep up with Songbird. Grip a fan blade and stop the fan's rotation. That's pretty much what I thought. Myers has arrived and she's taking...
I know you care about the girl. Like her. You recruited her, trained her. I get that you want to protect her.
Let's go.
But your duty, first and foremost, is to your country.
Songbird made her choice. Now she needs to learn what the consequences are.
I can peek out.
There's one more thing, Saul. The project she was part of stays well under wraps. None of it leaks.
This is bad. Really bad.
If our little bird lands in the wrong hands, I don't want to think what will happen.
All that. We're the only ones privy.
It would destroy the NUS. It's not a risk I'm willing to take.
Wow.
We're on the same page. No risks. That's how it'll be.
Do you hear that?
Just so
did.
you know, this isn't any easier for me, Reed. I liked the girl, trusted her. But with some choices, there's no way back.
Choices? Yours or hers?
Say again?
You heard me. But no matter. I know what I have to do and I'll do it.
I authorize you to take any and all necessary action. Just try not to shoot her in the head.
I'd have expected as much.
Okay, we're dead. He doesn't like it, but he's going to do it.
What are our orders, sir?
You heard her.
Yes, sir.
We are fucked. Every which way possible.
I think we really are. He's off. Oh, Songbird. Right, so this is pretty much what we thought was going to happen here. Because Myers has put herself on the scene, that means she's taking personal charge. She's now in control. Local control, which Reed had, has been removed. He doesn't get to decide anymore. He's instructed what to do. She didn't spell it out. She did say don't shoot her in the head, but it's curtains for the pair of us. If we're caught, it's over. I'm an enemy of the NUSA just as much as you are. You've committed treason. I arguably was never an agent in the first place, but nevertheless, when has Reed ever worried about things like that when it's come to dispensing ultimate justice in his mind? And he, I do think, has some feeling for Songbird. She was part of a team, and he felt responsibility for that team once. And there is still this idea in his mind that loyalty of that kind has value. But that's not going to stop him. We're toast. Now I can reassure her and say, I don't really care. They're not going to get hold of you while I'm here, period. Which I've got the ability to do. I can say, Reed just stabbed you in the back, which I guess is partly true. There was some resistance on his part. The way he stood up to Myers there was interesting, wasn't it? How many people have we met who you think would speak that way to the president of the NUSA? One, actually. Just one. Reed. Even Hansen, who has no respect for Myers at all, his teasing, his provocation was far more distant. They don't really know each other in the way that Reed and Myers do. That was personal. That was him calling her out, saying, my decisions. And she took that step forward and said, "What? Say again?" And at that point he backed off a little. I am going to... They're all true. The top one is true. Myers is ruthless. She's got this thing she's working towards. Nothing's going to stand in her way. Reed did, in a sense, just stab her in the back. But they're not going to get you. Period. Reassurance is on the menu.
Relax. I'm here and staying. They're not getting you.
You listening?
You don't know her. I mean, to satisfy her lust for revenge, she'd pull me out of hell. Let's ghost.
She'll try. I'm convinced of that. That must be an awful lot of troops. 4 choppers worth of troops. What are we talking? 80? 100? I don't fancy my chances against that many. I do need to go into my inventory. Yes, I do, and I shall. I haven't forgotten about having all my weapons back. In fact, at this quiet moment while we're in the tunnel, let's do this. Now, the one-handed club is gone. Last episode... Okay, let's do this in order. Last episode I said I was going to give tech weapons some outing, and I still want to do that. So I think, rather than put my Overwatch sniper rifle in, I will put back in place the Rosetsu Tier 5 Plus iconic tech sniper rifle. Let's do that for now. That's action blocked. What's the problem? What just happened? Why can't I do that? Why can't I re-equip my weapon? Uh-oh. The first of several orange breaks was had there. It seemed a good point to do it because I wanted to do some investigating. And the investigating has revealed a couple of interesting things. One is, it doesn't matter which slot I select or what weapon I select. Game says no. If I try to change my Achilles for the Wild Dog Tier 5 Plus iconic power light machine gun, the weapon with the longest name in the game possibly, game says no. It won't let me swap weapons into those slots. However, here's the interesting thing. If I instead go to my grenade slot and decide I want to change my offensive EMP grenade for an offensive other grenade, say the Molodet's biohazard grenade, game says yes, sure, no problem. There it is, equipped. So I'm now thinking that because I'm in a confined space, I'm crouched in this tunnel area, the game will let me swap weapons that are in pouches, things like my grenades, which don't take up much space and don't require much manipulation in this confined area, but it's saying no to anything that involves moving bigger weapons around, like rifles and that sort of stuff. So that's all I can think of. I guess it could be a glitch. I hope it isn't, because if I'm stuck with the weapons I'm stuck with at the moment, then things are not going to go well. I certainly wouldn't want to take them into a hot combat situation, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to get through this without hot combat. I'm following Songbird, who appears to be stationary at the moment. We're going out onto the roof. There's a helicopter, and as expected, we have company. Let's ping. I should just move backwards so that person does not see me. Oh, do we have company? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be 10, 11. Oh. The roof area is out of bounds. Can I take cover? Let me get out of here and take cover. Duck, duck, duck. That's okay. I'm alright here. Where is Songbird? That's question 1. Songbird has moved. Oh, stay in cover, stay in cover. I really don't want to be spotted. She's found an elevator. Right, that's good news. Now, I could do with some other good news, so I'm going to stay here where I can't be seen. I'm going to pop into my inventory and try this again. Now, in the loadout for part 1, I'd put tech weapons in slots 1 and 3. There was a submachine gun in slot 1. There was a tech sniper rifle in slot 3. And the Yinglong, the smart submachine gun, was in slot 2. Having just seen those troops, having known what's just happened, 4 helicopters worth of these people have just arrived, I might make a slight change here. Is this even going to work? I'd like to put in the slot where that is the tech sniper rifle, the Rosetsu. Yes. You don't know how relieved I am. Just the thought of having to go through the whole thing with those weapons that I did have there, not good. And I will in slot 2, therefore. Honestly, you don't know how relieved I am. I will put back the Yinglong in that slot. But rather than go with submachine gun and submachine gun, and the one in slot 1 would be completely untried, I think you know where I'm going with this. I've got myself a long-range type tech weapon there, the sniper rifle, so that's new. That will be good to experiment with if I get chance. I've got the smart weapon, the medium-range Yinglong, which I know works. What I could do with is a short to medium-range weapon that has a high capacity, maybe a sight on it as well, and something which is comfortable to hold in the hand. It had to be, I'm sorry. It had to be. I just don't fancy our chances, my chances, against that number of troops if it turns into a hot confrontation, which I think it most likely will. That's it. That's my rationale for that. I mean, having said that, I'd love to get off this roof without being spotted, but it's such a beautiful roof. Would you look at this? Way back in Commodore 64 days, I had a game called Tomahawk, which was basically a game where it was wireframe. That's how old the game is. It was a wireframe game where you had a fairly static control panel at the bottom third of the screen, bottom quarter of the screen, with numerical readouts that changed and little graphics that showed you directional things, those sorts of stuff. But what made me suddenly think about it is that noise. That rotating chopper blade noise there is so evocative. It takes me right back to the hours and hours I spent playing Tomahawk on the Commodore 64. It's probably one of my favourite Commodore 64 games, actually. Anyway, I digress, because it's only a matter of life and death here. I think they're looking the wrong way. I think I can follow Songbird without them even noticing. Let's try it. Get in there. Come on then, don't just stand there. Get inside.
Civilians are being evacuated.
Really?
Prepping to blow in here with all they got.
Okay. Back to the terminal now.
Message just came in. Songbird?
Train right to the launch pad. That's all. Just need to blast to the Tycho terminal first.
Okay, I let that one go there. I've reassured her already. She doesn't need constant and further reassurance from me. And we can go to the main hall. Take the elevator to the main hall of the spaceport. I'm going. I mean, on the other hand, the fact we haven't engaged those troops there does mean they're still alive. And if there was a finite number of them, and I don't know that there wasn't, then I've just left a problem for later, possibly.
Myers assault team. Shit show's starting.
All right. Oh, wow. Civilians are dashing from the area by the looks of it. It's literally just started.
NUSA versus Orbital Air. The fuckers bleed each other out.
Is that a clue? Is she saying to me I should let them do this?
Cover me! I'm reloading!
There's a proper firefight going on out there. I'll just poke my head round the corner. Oh yeah, but not too far, because if I do, I'll be spotted. So what do we do here? Do we let them see if they are going to reduce numbers naturally while we just remain in cover? That's the sensible thing to do. And Songbird is not well. She could do without being part of this. She's sensibly now cowering in the far corner. I would have thought you'd be better behind that. Go and cower there, where my crosshair is pointing. Sooner or later, I think we don't have choice but to join in here. Is anything happening? No, you see those guys, they're still there. I see civilian bodies. I see the occasional body that looks like it belongs to a guard. And I can intervene. That's the thing. I can intervene. I have the weaponry to do so. Whoa. They will turn on me, I think, if I'm not careful. Both sides here, in a sense, are our enemy, because now we know that NUSA are after us. We also know, because our cover was blown, that the airport security, the spaceport security, are after us too. by association, because Songbird's with me, she's part of the problem as far as they're concerned. Oh, that guy's literally right next to me. Oh, I can't resist this. No, he's not. That was done without attracting attention. I wonder if we can do this some more. Shall we try it? It's fun to try, isn't it? Oh no, I think we may have attracted attention. But I feel okay. I've got weapons. Reload.
On my way!
You're not. On your way anywhere, actually. That's where you're on your way to. You're on your way to a very long rest. It's looking quieter up here. Whoa. Okay. Now I think we've got people who know where we are. Yeah. No one's covering you, my friend. Cover is a thing of the past. This is a great place to hide. Yes! I think my self-ice is working again. Will you stop that? It's very rude. Look at the number of crosses appearing on my minimap. There's going to be so much looting to do here. Actually, that's the thing too. Do you loot, or do you ignore the loot and press on with a sense of urgency driving you? I mean, I personally think you loot. That's my way of doing this. The game's giving me this. That's a silly place to have cover. Did you not think there might have been somebody hiding in the lift? I don't know whether to call them lifts or elevators, by the way. I know that elevator is the American term, but I mean, it's the more graphic term too. It elevates you to a different level, doesn't it? Whereas lift, I suppose you could say it lifts you, but I don't know. Elevator, I think, has become more acceptable.
Surround the target! Surround the target!
Ooh, okay, so we have mechs involved here. We've got robots. We have cyborgs. And other things. Well, the fight has definitely moved away a little bit. Songbird feels brave enough to come out of cover. This is a brilliant weapon for this. It really is. I mean, my plan B. The thing is, my FemCorp OV is, I've already decided, not going to have access. We've got reinforcements arriving. Oh, we've got reinforcements coming in. These are the guys from the roof, I'm betting. Who I should have dealt with, and didn't. Now we're paying the price. Stay under cover, Songbird. Leave this to me. If you want to stay alive, that is. Remain in my location. Vicinity. Oh! It takes a few bullets. But I have got 3 million of them. That's another advantage to this weapon.
Careful!
Sir, I'm really sorry to have snuck up behind you like that when you're otherwise occupied looking the wrong way completely. Hey, I've got my grenades here. I wonder if I could try that. Oof. Where did that go? It didn't land on that balcony. I think I may have accidentally taken on the wrong person. That's naughty. Ooh. You are, and it's mostly down to me actually. I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's a third party involved here. All I wanted was peace and quiet. Just wanted to get on the shuttle. Or at least get Songbird on the shuttle. I don't think I've got a ticket. Actually, why can't I go with her? That's an interesting point. Surely there's capacity for more than one person on board this thing. I might ask her about that. Remind me. I'll make a note. Shh. And smile. Now look at the concentration of those crosses there. They're all in a line. It's all happened on this top edge of the balcony here. Oh, there's so much stuff. What is my weight at now? 246 out of 440. I'm going to pick an awful lot of weapons up here. Songbird feels safe enough to break cover completely. I don't think we've dealt with everybody. There are still people alive down there. There's still a few people alive down there. You're right, I probably should at this point tag and ping. just to see where it is we're looking at. They're concentrated very nicely in the same area. I wonder if I could drop a grenade where they're located. Boof. Ooh. Oh yeah. Effective.
Keep moving.
Thanks. Reassuring. I see something was moving there. It's not moving anymore. I think it was just someone taking their time to expire. And now they have. Right, I'm going to do some looting. I can always dismantle this stuff. I shan't be coming back this way, I'll bet. I'll have that. I'll have your crusher. I'll have that. They were so heavily equipped. They were massively armed. Broken Achilles, which I'll disassemble. I've got people behind me as well as in front. Yes, there's a computer there. I'll come back to the desk in a moment and see if I can interrogate that computer. I'll take those components. Also, yes, I've just realised I might be able to go back on myself here through the security. I'll have a look at that in a moment and see if the gates are actually open or closed. I don't want that large weapon that you're carrying. No, that's far too big. It's gaudy, is what it is. It's ostentatious. It's not the sort of weapon that, you know, requires great skill. You just point it and push the button. Oh dear, I hate it when that happens. Some of the civilians did not make it out of here in time. Some of the civilians did not make it out of here in time. Despite the evacuation order that she told me about, there are bodies everywhere. Oh, this is not good. This is another cost. I know I had to intervene. I know that a lot of this is my responsibility, but these two sides were going to wipe each other out anyway. Songbird had the right of it. We just couldn't afford to let them have the time to do that. We were in a position to intervene, and so we did. But I find this... Oh, your leg's still moving. I mean, you may still be alive. She is alive. Her eyes are open. She's in distress, but I'm not going to end her. I am going to continue exploring this upper level and making sure I've got all the things I can find here. Ooh, satchel. Eurodollars. Not many of them though. Big satchel, small amount of Eurodollars. Size apparently does not matter. There's a heck of a lot of components and skill shards and stuff that I could have just left behind here. But why do that? I'm going to go back on myself along this way before I go down. You're right, Songbird. Everything okay? Do you need a bloody bandage and some medical gauze at all? Will they help? I love the little sort of decorations around the sides of this place. It's a scene of carnage, I know, but here we are admiring jewellery on display in a wonderfully lit case. Look at it. I presume there's some sort of security involved here because you can't just reach in and grab those. No, they're behind some sort of glass screen. I'm not saying V would. I'm not saying that's Pan Am, actually. I don't think she'd want it. In fact, some of these high fashions are not necessarily Pan Am, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful sense at all. But it's not her preferred everyday wear. Is it? Guess what I'm driving at? Give me what you've got. Let's do a quick scan. Just to assure ourselves that we've not missed anything of huge significance. Netrunner's gone up to 56. Huzzah! Oh, also in the comments someone mentioned that I'm maxed out now in terms of points. I can't do much more improvement, that is, in the relic, in the trees, not just the relic tree. Yeah. I knew the day would come. I made my choices. It's funny because you spend a lot of time agonising over the build, and even so, in the comments recently someone pointed out that the cyber deck I'm using, although it's good from the point of view of low cost quick hacks and the employment of those, doesn't particularly match the mode of gameplay and build that V eventually ended up with. And I think probably that cyberdeck has been the thing that I've been less happy about changing during the course of this first playthrough. I just wanted something that worked. I got to feel that I was okay with that one. It was doing what I needed it to do, and I didn't want to change it in case I broke something. It's probably how I'm seeing this. I don't feel like tomato. Do you want some tomato juice? It's the way that Songbird is walking at the moment. You see this kind of flinching that she's doing, look. Her nervous system is clearly compromised. And that, I think, is why she's not able to hold her head up as well. Right, I've gone to the far end and I've discovered a shard. That has made... I've discovered 2 shards. Not 1 shard, but 2. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's shard time. Oh, what's this? I'm going to read this. 310577, I'm sorry. Aluna, you know it isn't that simple. I need someone who will be waiting for me when I come home after a 20-hour flight, who will make me a risotto, massage my feet and give me a sleeping pill, and will still be there when I wake up. It's not your fault, nor mine. I hope you'll understand. Oh, it's not me and it's not you. It just is. What was the other one I saw over here? There it is, lying on the floor in a corner where no one goes. Okay. How to switch on a mech, a guide for beginner techies. With mechs, what you see is what you get. No matter the brand or model, you'll find a button to switch it on. All it takes is a simple push, nothing more. If the mech still hasn't switched on, it's probably broken. You can find more information on handling such a situation in our manual, How to Repair a Mech, a guide for semi-advanced techies. Complications start to arise when the mech is programmed to switch on remotely. If the mech still doesn't switch on in spite of its programming, or worse, it switches on by itself, the best solution is to seek a netrunner's assistance. Yeah, can you imagine it if mechs turn themselves on when you don't want them to? I like that though, beginner's guide. Push the button, turn it on. Button doesn't work? Something's wrong. Right, before I move on from here, I just want to do what I said I was going to, which is to dash back down to this far end where we first gained entrance through security to see whether it's possible to go back through security. No, it isn't. They've locked it down before they left and or met their end. Yeah, each one of these is now secure. I don't even know if it was possible anyway to go in the reverse direction here. It may never have been, but it was worth a try. There were shards the other side of there that I spotted on camera. I think that's the location where I spotted them. It would have been useful, but it's not essential to go back on there because there's always the next playthrough, as I've said before. Also, I'm not going to worry too much about looting every little thing here. Are these mechs that fought valiantly and died, do they have funerals? Who would turn up? You need to dig big holes. That's all I'm saying. Perhaps their fellow robotic friends would arrive to remember them. So similarly down here, I'm going to do some looting, but I'm not going to be exhaustive about it because where is my weight at now? 294,440 is not bad. That isn't bad at all, but it isn't what I'm here for. The looting is not the driving factor. It's interesting. Is that an open window over there? I think it might be. But I should explore this area first. Also, I'm thinking before I leave this area, let's explore this area. I have a shard. Am I squatting down? No, I'm not. I'm standing up. It looks like I'm squatting. That's a very large container then. That thing's at eye level. Which is this? Let's have a look. 10,577. When are we meeting? Gazing out from my cockpit at the million different lights that made up the Shanghai skyline, my thoughts turn to you, Dottie. Well, Dottie, aren't you lucky? Shard. Oh, I have another shard. Yes. Oh, now if this turns out to be anything like episode 1 in terms of shards, I'm in heaven. Oh, this is not. I thought this would be another one of these like personal message things that people seem to be leaving at the moment. No, this is not. Tycho itinerary. This is someone's holiday plan. I think it is. This is they've planned it out day by day. Day 1, lunar safari, ocean storm, mass driver, Copernicus, sea of vapors. You needed a bracket on the end of their person. They were so excited making their itinerary they forgot to put the bracket to close that off. Day 2, watching an Earth rise, 3 exclamation marks, Museum of Space Colonization, DSS Pathfinder Memorial. Day 3, selfie with Noosa flag, visit to ice mine. Day 4, flight over the dark side of the moon, evening at the spa, mineral water massage, zero gravity pool. Zero gravity pool? Technically you've still got gravity there. Day 5, culinary tour of Tycho and wine tasting local vineyards. Shopping, regolith for mum. And day 6, flight back, sad face. Look mum, I brought you this regolith from the moon. You weren't there with us, you weren't invited, but here's your regolith. It's the thought that counts. We thought about you and left you behind, apparently. Just curious. No, I can't go up the conveyor. The baggage conveyor, although it does contain baggage, as we saw a moment ago, is not for me. I mean, again, if you could lie prone here in the game, I don't know. I get the feeling that putting a prone mechanism for movement would be, actually, that's interesting. I'm sure when I went past these, they didn't scan us holding anything, or maybe I just didn't spot it. I'm jumping for joy. I'll take those things. Unsurprisingly, people have put clothing in suitcases for their holidays. And other things, I would think, would be in there, not just clothing. I can stand up again now. Let's keep moving. If I can find some more shards, I'll be very, very happy. Not as many bodies down here, but still bodies. Some of which I know I was responsible for. Yeah, I do. I'll take that. I've got to, in my headcanon, assume that these civilians were dead before I threw my grenade down here. I can't be responsible for the death of any of these civilians from me throwing that grenade. I just can't. There's been too much death. No more. No more civilians. Bye, bye, bye. You exhorting me to do that? I've got to explore this whole area because, you know, it's here and I'm here. Oh, I spot another shard. Excuse me. Where was that? There it is. And there's a satchel over there. I'll just go and get that satchel first. Some Eurodollars. They decided they were not going to put those in their bag and put them in the hole because they'd heard stories. That's all I'm saying. Oh, it's another personal message. I like these personal messages. It's very clever. It's the sort of thing people do at, you know, departure points, isn't it? They write these notes. Sometimes they put in the notes things which they haven't said to the person face to face, or have never expressed to them, or have only hinted at. And it's kind of a summative thing. It's a point of decision for them. It spurs them on to actually say the thing rather than just hinting at it or alluding at it from time to time. 6:06:77 surprise. Remember that scorching hot winter in Valletta? We sat in this tiny cafe on the coast, the blaring of the ship's horns drowning out our conversation. We went for a walk and saw that beautiful blue rose, freshly cut from someone's garden. Don't you find yourself wanting to go back to that moment? I do. That's why I swapped shifts with a friend and took a flight to Malta this Friday. Both of us on the same flight. Yours truly, Aluna. Oh, Aluna. That's nice. That's nice. Sometimes Yeah, the word nice is deprecated, isn't it? Because people say, you know, it's a nice ice cream, it's a nice holiday, that's a nice jumper you're wearing. It's overused.
Hurry!
Yeah, be calm. I know that you want me to hurry, but the people have left their suitcases here for me to loot. I need those cargo pants with reinforced mesh and that bandana, because, you know, keeping your hair out of your eyes is a serious thing for me. Isn't that right, little dude in the background? I'm going to find it really helpful to have him to talk to in moments of high stress. When I need reassurance, I don't need Johnny anymore. I can talk to my Funko Pop behind me. Let's do a little bit more looting because it's right in front of me. Kyubi. A broken Ajax. I've not really been systematic about going around the boundaries of this place. I have found some shards. Oh, there's another one. I can't get at it this side. I've got to go around the other side of this tasteful planter with its advert on the other side. Oh, I think I've read this. It's Ad Astra. Yes, already read. It's the magazine for Stellar Pioneers, and that's me. I'm a Stellar Pioneer. Well, Songbird is. I'm still not quite sure about why it is I can't go with her. Do the shuttles have multiple passengers on them? Is there a manifest? But all flights have been cancelled, so again, is she the only person on board this particular shuttle? In which case, surely there's room for me as well. Why can I not go with her? If that's the place where the cure is going to be manufactured and applied. I get the idea that she's the guinea pig, as she said, the lab rat, that she is the experimental, most in dire need person here. She's dying imminently. I've got time left. But still, wouldn't it have been easier just for us both to go, rather than for me to go join her later? Given that she won't be able to return to Earth, that's another thought that's just occurred to me, because Noosa are going to be hunting her forever. I wish I hadn't thought that, and now I have thought it. You alright? No, not really, she says. Will you get on with this? Yes, I am doing. I think there was that corner that I found, wasn't there? Let me just go and have a look at that. I can't remember where it was now. It wasn't over here, was it? It was where I first came down the stairs. There was a load of bags. Oh. It's a door. It looked like it was going to be openable, but it doesn't appear to be. Alright, okay. Somewhere near those machines, wasn't it? I saw an area where... I might have to put an edit in here if I can't find it. Okay, so I have found that location that I spotted when I first came down the stairs that looks like an entrance to a construction area, and I think there is no glass in that window aperture there, but whilst I was wandering around I also came across this over here, so I'm going to do this first. There's a restroom over this side that I've not been into. I think it's going to be safe. I think we've dealt with just about everybody. So we'll do this before we do that. Tiptoe around the corner. Yes, it's a toilet. I've seen toilets before. You're right about that. Cleaning was in process. I guess I may have interrupted them. Oh, hello. Some damaged. Oh, shard as well. Was worth coming here. I needed a comfort break. In fact, I will be taking one shortly. We've read that one before though. Crystal Palace, Meet Our Famous Guests. That was the one that featured us cracks at the bottom of it. Even they have been there. That's fame for you. Someone must have been very desperate here because they broke the door off the cubicle in order to get in or out. I guess it could be. Yeah, so who knows? Oh, and I have another shard. I saw the medical box. I was coming for you, medical box, with your capacity booster. Nice, but also shard. Sanitation inspection. How appropriate. Hey Amber, could you please stop writing that everything's 10 out of 10 in your reports when it's actually not? I've asked you 100 times to remove cigarette butts from the toilets instead of trying to flush them. It doesn't work. Your tiara won't slip off your head if you put on some gloves and just fish them out. That's for starters. 2. I know you're stealing company soap and filling the soap dispensers with floor cleaner. You pull that again and I'll take it upstairs, after which you'll be shelling out compensation for corroded implants. 3. Toilet paper. The end should be on the outside, not on the inside. Jennifer D. Jennifer D has standards. And the middle one is quite disturbing actually, isn't it? The top one, I think we could probably understand. The bottom one, that's a simple mistake. But the middle one, ooh, that's a no-no. Corroded implants. I'm glad I came into the restroom. But that's not what I was looking for, is it? What I was looking for was over the other side, here. So let's dash across. And the door is open. The gates, the grill, the barred entrance. This is like, it just looks like a storage area for construction materials. Ooh, but there is something collectible there. So I'll take it. It is in fact just tier 2 components, 8 of them. I'm still collecting them, even though I guess to a degree a lot of the expenditure has been done already. You know, as I said, I've maxed out on certain things. It's fun though. I've always been a collector. Every game that I've played, I've been a collector. I picked up so many things in Witcher 3, completely unnecessarily most of the time. I can move that obstacle. I might try to do that in a minute. But what I really wanted to do, and this is what attracted me over here in the first place, is gain entrance to this office. Is there a door? No. So it's going to have to be the window or nothing, assuming the window is the sort we can climb through. It is, yeah. I mean, this is familiar because we've seen this place before. So I think that computer is one I've used before. The messages certainly will be old. Yes, yes, and yes. Files, the confiscated list that we've seen in part 1. Correct. And I remember... I do not remember you. Oh, Shard. Hey, Shard. Detention in times of renovation. I'm assuming that everyone has already caught on to the fact that this so-called renovation of Tycho Terminal probably won't be finished before the second coming of Christ. That means our temporary interrogation room, which doesn't conform to any health and safety standards, has become a permanent interrogation room until further notice. I tried to explain to the board that we can't detain more than one person at a time, which makes our arrest numbers look bad. You know what their advice was? Raise your guilty confession statistics from suspects. You don't gotta tell me twice. Needs must. What is prudent? Yes, the cigarettes can stay there. Now I want to go back out of here the way I came in. Can I open this door from this side? No, I can't. The way I came in, we're on lockdown apparently, and see if I can move that thing then from the far end, because that's kind of near to where I've... Yeah, it is now. To where I've got to be. Move it. Oh, solo. Because I moved it. Alright, good, fine. That's enabled me to go sideways here a little and head towards, over that pile of bags, where I need to be next. This is the perfect thing to be doing on a hot summer's day. Why be outside sweating profusely when you can be inside sweating profusely? Return to Tycho Terminal. We've got guards in here. We've got guards in here. How can you have missed him? I will ping you. Oh, I completely missed this guy. Oh, this is the fight going on still. Right, those guys are preoccupied with someone else. That's why they're not looking at me. But they will be looking at me in a moment.
I'm reloading!
I can't allow you to carry on, I'm afraid. Because I need to progress through there and you're in my way. So that's not going to work because he's busy, so... But he's not busy with me. Oh. Really? Your tactical awareness there. I mean, mine's bad, but yours was terrible, can I just say. You go away and think about that. Think about how you can improve next time. And you the same. And it goes quiet. Probably to assume that there were just those people and no more in this particular area. But this is only a corridor. This is leading somewhere else. Oh. Yeah. A bad assumption. Can I... Not really. But on the other hand, neither can you. Okay, let's reload. Yeah, I'm so glad I went with the plan B. I do understand that, you know, the experimentation is part of the game. Trying things is part of the game. But as I said, I've got that tech sniper rifle, which is pretty much untried by me. I haven't used anything like that much at all in the game. So that might be enough of a stretch today. Situation like this, having a weapon that you know its characteristics and are used to handling is worth having. This guy's just hanging around. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Why? I'm not sure. I'm trying to work out what this blue marker is. And it's not being immediately apparent to me. Behind? Behind. You should have looked over here. This is where your problem was coming from. Me. Not them. I have got to go that way, you're correct. But now I'm consumed by curiosity to find out what lies beyond that door. I've got doors everywhere, actually. I've got doors absolutely everywhere. These doors, for instance, are locked at the moment. This door, don't think we go again. I mean, I've been through here, haven't I? Obviously, parts of this are the same facility that I'm revisiting, Return to Tycho Terminal. But that blue marker, don't know. I'll do it this way if I have to. Good death noise, can I just say? Probably the best death noise I've heard so far today. There is no prize, no, but I don't mind you asking. It's just human nature, isn't it? When you've been told that you've performed really well, to ask, is there a medal? Is there a prize? There is no prize for looking the wrong way when I'm creeping up behind you with my plan B and can dispense you with a single shot. Pretty much like that. Oh, I'm so going to miss this weapon when I can't use it. Oh, it's going to be bad enough playing on hard difficulty level, which I've kind of told myself I've got to do next episode, next playthrough, next episode. Please, I can do without that. That's not positive stress. That's very negative stress. We are progressing. This area is hostile, however. I'm stuck behind some bags of cement. That was glitchy. Probably just the way I was doing it. Yeah, I don't know about hard difficulty level. I get the horrible feeling that it's going to be very, very...
Not quite done yet. Don't get killed.
troublesome, yes. And I might get killed. She read my mind. The sounds of battle are growing more noticeable. There's some of that coiled wire that won't hold your weight. is kind of... Interesting. Interesting. Doesn't want us to go that way, though. It's saying this way. Dude, you've got your head stuck in the door. I've not encountered this for a while. Let me remedy that for you. Is that better? Good. I'll take that. I'll take these. That, and that, and that. How many batons did you want? I'll take your broken Kyubi. I will not pick up your body. So, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I'd remedied that for you. And now I haven't. Do you know what? I'm going to pick your body up. I'm going to break my rule here about moving bodies unnecessarily. Simply because I don't like the thought of you being sandwiched repeatedly in this door. And now I will go through it. Oh yeah, we've got hot conflict here. And we've got to watch our own visibility or it's going to come our way. Well, we know who's involved. I will tag and ping, but really the benefit is marginal because... Yeah, I thought so. Briefly there, I can't see it now, but briefly it showed me people everywhere. It's a big guy. Whoa, whoa. Black Ops HMG operative. Good abilities, some resistance, and also very strong visual acuity again. I don't know that anywhere is safe here. I mean, I'll tag the dude. Maybe this is time for Quick Hacks to make an appearance. I hear you. I hear you. Let's put Contagion on with an overheat as well and see what happens. Oof. All three of those are close enough together to be affected by that. I know I'm detected. It was going to be inevitable. I think this is probably not a bad place to be, actually, as long as nobody comes from behind me. Songbird is thankfully looking in that direction and could shout helpfully, V, we're about to be ambushed. Not that she will. But she could, I'm just saying. I haven't seen any cameras recently, so yeah, that would be useful, had there been a camera. I've got blinking lights on the roof. I've got, well, really quite wonderful views out of the window, actually, if I just pause to have a look. Just lovely. What is this life, etc. Right, that pillar's doing quite a useful job. And am I correct in thinking that the majority of the fighting is occurring down on the left-hand side of the situation as I look at it, not the right? Possibly so. It may be. They're flashes of weapons that I'm seeing, if they're all flashes of weapons, because some of these lights just flash as well, don't they? Maybe they are reducing numbers somewhat. How can you possibly see me? I can't even see you at all. I can see no part of you. There's a tiny gap there between those two piles. Is that where you can see me? No. I mean, I could speculatively even put a grenade out there. Let's try this. Oh, you're speedy. That's going to hit the roof. I'll drop one in here because there's something going on down there. And that person who's just locked onto me, I'll try and get one up there. Nah, it didn't land where I wanted it to land, but it's still doing some damage to someone. Oh yeah, it may have spread upwards, that gas.
Heads down, goddammit!
I'll take that as a result. That was quite effective. Songbird's got the best idea here. Hide. Hide a lot.
His ass is open!
Is it me you're talking about?
Taking heavy losses!
You are. And they're getting heavier by the second. I just disturbed all those boxes there. I'm not sure whether she bumped into them or whether I did it. Oh, you're taking some getting rid of. I think they may be dead already, but I'll just throw a grenade up there in cases. You sneaky person. How dare you come up those stairs when I wasn't looking.
Reloading!
Yeah, I should too. Thanks for the reminder. Helpful, helpful. This is a proper firefight. I could ying along, you're right, but given that the firefights are getting worse in this game in the sense of intensity, and given that my ammunition for this weapon is virtually unlimited, I'm minded to stay with this one for the moment and reserve the Yinglong for whatever might happen subsequently. Just shoot at me while I'm explaining to the people. How rude! That is awful. So was that shot. However, this one will not be so bad. There we go. 2, in fact. Now, this might be the quiet end, I'm now thinking. It's where my exit is, not that I want to rush to the exit, because these people have tasked me now, and I want them. I will not have all this noise. I'm trying to rescue this woman. It's not helping me concentrate. Yeah, you'll be wounded too once that goes off. Boom. You can run, but I think it's taken effect already. Aha. Aha. In fact, it's gone quiet. Could it be that their last assailants shot each other at the same time and have saved me a job? I don't know. I might go back this way. There were stairs because that guy came up them and tried to end me. Yes, you. Didn't work out, did it? Huh. How'd that work out for you? Not at all. That'll teach you. Don't try that again in your future life. Wow, again, loads of resources down here. It still says combat, however. So I guess either I've not got rid of everybody, or, as in the last one, reserves may arrive at any time. Because there's no secrets here. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, Lord. I've got to get rid of that. Hang on a second. Pop into my inventory. It's still something I forget how to do, how to get rid of a particular weapon that you don't want to have in your hand, because it's not often that I forget and pick one up. Normally I stop myself when I see weapons like that. They're okay, but again, on normal difficulty level, I'm not finding it essential to loot these massive guns and make use of them. It may well change. The future is an unknown when it comes to that. You can tell there's an awful lot of weapons discarded down here. I'm more concerned with, one, having a look around and finding anything that's to be found, some medical supplies over there, and 2, reducing the number of troops sufficiently that I don't have to worry so much when I move into the next area that any of the ones left here are going to join me over there. I can't properly see you, so I'm going to just give you an overheat and stand to the side while you struggle with that. And it is a struggle, isn't it? Let's be honest.
That'll be that. Let's move.
Was that it? That's the last one. Are you sure? I don't think it is. You see? You're wrong, Songbird. There's still somebody up there. You could have got us killed. Do you know? That's why you've got to be your own counsel when it comes to things like this. Haven't you? You can't rely on anybody. You certainly can't rely on Songbird in her weakened state to tell me what's really going on. I want those medical supplies because that's what they are. Forceps, scalpel, gauze. The magical trio. Also, I'll have a quick look around down here before we move anywhere else. Again, you know, to a degree, we are returning to areas that we've been to before, so I'm not expecting huge surprises in the sense of stuff that I didn't encounter previously, but obviously weapons are still here. I have got to watch my weight. 387, 440. I know I can dismantle stuff as well. I'm more concerned actually now to be picking up things like shards. This does not seem to be a very shard-ridden area, this particular bit. And maybe, in terms of, you know, headcanon, that's explainable because no passengers are passing through this area, so you're not going to get the kind of personal messages being left that we saw back in the terminal area itself. What do you have that's there? I can't quite see what it is. Nothing of any great value. I'll take that broken new. I'll hop over this wall. Hop over to this side. We have more containers. There were explodables that I could have used and didn't. Now there's a thing. There's another medical box over there. I have to approve from a health and safety point of view, since we're talking health and safety during the course of this episode, the number of medical boxes in this facility is quite good. I think they'd be quite happy to sign off on that and say, yes, if there's ever a firefight here with multiple casualties and someone running around with a relic chip in his head, killing people to try and get a girl who's also dying to a shuttle, then you've got plenty of bandages and sticking plasters. Let's jump up here. I haven't been on this upper level at all to see what the situation is. It's still saying area hostile, but I think it's talking about the larger area, not just specifically the one where we are at the moment. I have double doors, which I can open. Right, so there is a staircase, which kind of makes me think now, although it says get to the elevator, that I might not need to use the elevator. Is that really what it's saying? Or perhaps there's some reason why I should go up these stairs. Let's try the stairs. So stairs down leads to here. Stairs up goes up and up and up and up. Leads to here. Okay. Where is this? This is back to the area where we saw Mr. Blue Eyes. I did say you didn't have to follow me. You could have just waited downstairs. I know you're tired. I know your body is failing you. I could have shouted you. If there was anything significant you needed to see, I would have called. You know I would. Haven't I always done this in the past before? Songbird, I'm putting myself through a lot here on your behalf. Because I believe in you. That's actually a thought I haven't had before about
That was too
Songbird.
close. Shit.
Yeah, it was. It was too close. And in actual fact, if you'll excuse me, Songbird, there's also a doorway over here in this corner, which I shall further explore. Let's go up here. Yeah, it's back to that office where we've been before. Most of this facility we've actually explored. She's still following me. But you just don't know if there have been people in those locations since I last visited, whether they may have left something behind. Here's my elevator. This is what we've got to use. Let's go use it. In the comments, by the way, someone was talking about Alt and talking about Songbird, and I know I've not introduced many things from the comments into this episode. Again, I am sorry about that, but you can see the intensity of this. I don't want to keep deviating too much. I'm storing all these things up, so when we return next episode, I'll have loads of them to go through. But someone specifically talking about Songbird as well, I made a comparison in my head between Alt and Songbird. Alt is probably the most powerful AI entity that I've encountered thus far in the game. And I think there's an argument for saying that Songbird is the most powerful human that I've encountered in the game. Potentially, that is. Just like Alt, she doesn't discuss her deeper motives easily. She has a plan, which we know about. But her ultimate plan, I don't know. I mean, what is it she wants out of life, I guess is what I'm saying. Alt is still in the situation where I think she's mulling things over. Alt is realising that potentially she can just about do anything she wants. And that's a huge temptation. There are a lot of wrongs I guess she'd like to see righted, but she may be even brighter than that. She may be able to set those aside and rise above them and see the bigger picture and do something for the whole of humanity. I don't know. But Songbird, there's a kind of parallel between them in that way, I think. Most powerful human, most powerful AI. I'm in the lift. I've got to the elevator. Songbird is still with me. I mean, she's taking a circuitous route, but here she comes. She's not looking good. I need to push a button there. You're in my way. I'll put my gun away temporarily because it's scary. Is she okay? Take the elevator to departures. Well, unlimited value, unlimited action. We're seeing that. That's for sure. Let me just get past you to press this button. Is that okay? Songbird. Thank you. You chose to stand there. That's the worst possible place you could have stood. I know I said stand where there's cover, but I meant the other side, not this side. Why must everything be an argument? I'm at departures. Their door hasn't opened.
Heads up!
Oh, it's because it's this side. I was looking at the wrong door.
Motherfucker.
Okay, they're mobile now as well. I'm guessing...
Here's breath then. Doubt they spotted us.
Yeah.
V, if that chopper gets a lock on us, we'll be as good as dead.
Do our damnedest to avoid it then.
Okay. Hang on a sec. Resources. I might need those rocker boots and that flame-resistant Ucarter. I don't know. You never know. An ordinary Ucarter, not so good. Flame-resistant, now you're talking. Open this door. Probably... Just walk through me.
No peeps.
No peeps. Oh, do you know the other thing is, I do get hay fever, as some of you know. Not to a huge extent, but I do get it. And everything out there is popping at the moment because we've had this terrific weather that's set to continue for a while. Whoa. I should have a weapon drawn. You're right, I should. Maybe plan B? Not sure.
Take point.
I am on point. There's no need for you to lead the way. I know where I'm going. I've put a yellow line to guide me. Also, I've got resources. Now they're going to be worth having. Ooh, tier 4, tier 3, and yes, I'll have that too. You never know when you might need it. Sorry, pause there for a drink of orange. Let's open this door and check the room for hostiles. That sounds like the sort of thing I should have a weapon drawn for. Ooh, I've got a golden shard. Okay. Can I check the room without going into it for hostiles? That's my preferred way of checking. There's stuff in here, but I don't think there are hostiles. Or if there were, they're mostly dead. Oh.
Are we good?
I don't... Oh! I've got to check very quickly. I think we are. I'm going to say yes.
All clear.
On the basis of the bodies. Is she coming in? Kind of. Slowly. Making her way in.
Just spinning. Hang for a sec.
You just do that. Johnny, look after her for me while I'm... whatever I'm doing. I've got a shard to go to. It's a golden shard. And it's by the side of what looks like a hostess from one of the services here. Ooh. 240677. It's another dated message. Yes. I'm sorry you've waited so long for my reply, but I just couldn't believe all of it. I only hope that I'll be able to repay your sacrifice. The sweet weight of this shard in my pocket reminds me how lucky I am. I can't wait until you read my message so that we can embark on a new chapter in our lives. You're Dottie. It's Dottie. Oh. 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 Well, that ended badly. I mean, there's been a firefight here. Look at it. The state of this room. Yeah, the shelves have been disrupted. The produce is all over the floor. Much of it is broken. The rest of it's contaminated and it's going to be hard to sell. Have to get the blood off it first, I guess. Ugh. Okay. The room does appear to be, however, safe. Which is... Oh, hello. Which is what you did ask me about. More medical supplies. Yes, I spot you. Yes, I spot you, Shard, over there, but I've read you. Because you are what? You're greyed out. Your Crystal Palace plan your visit with us. Already read. It says, and... Shard at far end. Already read. Yeah, it's revisiting, isn't it? We're in places that we know of. But the Golden Shard... That's what I mean about sometimes when you go back to places in the game, you think you've seen everything there is to see in them, but you haven't, because, you know, there is stuff. It looks like... Yeah, you're doing a great job there, Johnny. You could talk to the girl. It looks like... No, now is not the time to be consuming alcohol. It looks like most of the stuff that we could have grabbed, we've grabbed. However, having said that, there's a money shard. That's a roll of eddies, isn't it? But I can't pick it up. Maybe if I squat and move around a bit. Up, 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 up. There it is. A little bit hard to get to. Tycho itinerary, we have read. Satchel with a rather smart looking extra membrane Delta Jock jacket, which I'll take, and a Silver Rock bulletproof laminate biker vest. Wow, nice for when we're on the bikes. And 15 Eurodollars. 15. I ask you. I risk my life for this. So she needed a moment because her head was spinning, and now I'm turning into Net Ripper Doc. I can say what'll help. I can give her a much needed shot of adrenaline by saying, pull it together. Come on, we need to get this together, Song. Or I can say, as I've done before and was very effective actually, when he did this and jacked into her to check out her cyberware and everything else in the van, I was really pleased by the way that he seemed to interpret the data effectively. Let's do this again.
Chrome.
Do it.
Is that even safe?
Oh, well past the point of worrying about what's safe and what isn't. None of this is safe. So yeah, it might not be. But again, as a Net Ripper Doc, we reassure our patient by saying,
most of your sub-assemblies, I'm familiar. Could run auto diagnostics, grant you access to your BIOS.
We're still using BIOS.
Got a readout. I can overclock the compensators. Hope they can take it.
We'll soon find out. Overclock them now. Don't overclock them too
It's
far.
gonna be different, all this. Smoother. But the goal's what counts, right? Not far off.
You see, in that regard, she's very similar to Reed, isn't she? The goal's what counts. The means of getting there. I mean, how many dead bodies are there now in this facility because you came here? None of this would have happened. Noosa would not have turned up in force. There wouldn't have been the battles with the airport people. All those civilians. This is a very expensive thing. And talking of expense, this is an interesting question. So, ticket to the moon, how much did it cost you? Never mentioned who got you on this flight. Who got you on this flight?
One thing you forgot to tell me. Who got you this flight?
Funny thing is, I don't know. Proxy showed up. A corpo everyman for the ages. Expensive, understated suit, dark hair,
blue eyes?
He asked me questions. The kind only I know the answers to.
Blockwall. That the issue?
And other things. Rather not talk about it.
I
Just
bet.
Don't judge me, okay?
Oh, now then. So, it wasn't V that Blue Eyes was following at all from that point of view. He's not interested in me. He's interested in Songbird and what she's been doing with her interactions with the Black Vault and beyond. So Mr. Blue Eyes, the Blue Eyes, if there's more than one of them, and there may well be, as we said, because we have this indication from Gary and others of this group that's above everything else, this overseer, if you want to call it, all-powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing, but obviously still needing to interact with humans to find out what's going on in their heads. That's really interesting. So that gives a new context to the Blue Eyes. We're not just looking at another super corporation here. What are the Blue Eyes trying to do? Are they trying to engineer our demise, or are they trying to prevent it? Yeah, too many questions for this stage. Too many questions. I'll come back to that one. She's managing good. It's okay. She has got quite the talent for finding trouble, and I think it's time we push that button.
Ever tell you I think troubles just gravitate your way? Like stink to a monkey, I swear.
Nice analogy.
Hidden talent, I say. Let's get our shit together. Come on.
Okay.
Help me out, can you?
Yes, I can, and I can say you look better already.
Looking a little better.
You mean that?
I'm not going to deign that question with a response. Proceed through Tycho Terminal. Another drink of orange there. Goodness me, I am warm. Let's get this door open. We are proceeding to Tycho Terminal, as I said a moment ago. You know how to do this. You go under, I go under, I drop it down.
Watch out!
Find cover now!
No. People coming into the room are being shot at and are now dead. But it's still shooting, so we are now the target.
Stop firing! Move it! Move it!
I am moving it 50 meters this way.
What's with this?
It's not opening! There, quick!
Stairs. I'm getting shot at. Ow! I'm really getting shot at. Wow, that hurt. Where did she go? Songbird, where are you? She's round that corner. Oh, good lord, it's shooting holes in this thing. I will do. Get down. Hi, Songbird. Weapon.
Assault team!
Oh, we could do without that. Grenade. Just a precautionary one. Take cover, Songbird. I need hard cover. This is made of stone. This will do the job, won't it? Watch that mini-map. Ow, ooh, ow. It's kind of not giving me as much cover as I thought it would, because the helicopter's seeing over the top of it. And grenades are coming in. Blimey. Alright, you two have annoyed me. Take that. Oof. You're shredding the shrubbery. Stop it. These plants cost money. You'll pay for this damage, you vandal.
Stop firing! Move it! Move it!
I am moving it, but they may be due to head. No, they're not. They're dead. Because I killed them. Take hard cover again. I mean, this is a bit better. I seem to have something in the way. It's...
Run!
I'm running. It's upside down. Open that. Hard cover again. Quickly, quickly.
Focus song!
Focus song. Yeah, do that.
Cover me!
Someone's coming up here. Why would they shout that? I don't see anything. I see no red circles. Yeah, I do. Where did you come from? I know where you're going. Oh, that was a big mistake. Look before you leap. No, that was a mistake. That was my mistake because I reloaded. I thought I was doing a sensible thing there. Well, I mean, here we are. This is peaceful. This is why I held on to the Yinglong, though. It validates that decision. Not quite what I had in mind. When I said it might get a bit more hectic, I didn't mean like this. It is affording me some protection. This barrier, for some reason the helicopter is beneath the top of this ledge next to me, so I can actually even... maybe not. I don't think I'll risk looting those bodies. Okay, it stopped. It further forward, down. Where am I going here? To the end and right and then forward. That's it. Yeah, you see it's gone higher up again now. The shrubbery's taking it again. Okay, and again.
Hey, wait for me!
This doesn't go anywhere. This doesn't go anywhere. I must be on the wrong level. I need to be downstairs. I need to be downstairs? That doesn't sound sensible. Does this give me any more protection? Not really. A little bit. Yeah, not enough. I'm going back. I'm going down the stairs. I know I could have jumped over the side, but it's a long way down, and who knows? Here I do have some cover again. Quickly. More shrubs. Being shredded. Alright. Medical supplies. It's psychological. I know. They aren't actually doing me any good at this particular instant, is all I'm saying. But collecting them makes me feel better. Let's go. Oh, crikey. I'm in a sandwich. That's good. Helicopter on one side. This isn't giving me good cover. Medical doors. I can patch myself up. I'm heading in the right direction. However, well, that's better. That's better. That's more solid. Slightly. When you are sky high. I haven't even looked to see where Songbird is. I'm just assuming, there you are, that she's stuck to me like glue. Ready? It's going to pause. Then we get the whirring noise as the guns fire up again. I think we've done it. Come on. That's as good as it gets. What are you doing? Come over here. Ow. Ow.
You alive?
Think so.
Most of them is.
Straight to the launch pad.
Oh, now she's limping as well. I am starting to get a sinking feeling here that I'm not going to get her to this launch pad in one piece. I mean, in terms of ammunition, wow, this is nice. Look at this for an animation. I like that very much. Where is this? This is the monorail entrance. That's where this is. That's really good. It's quieter here, that's for sure. 45
Out in the
meters.
open here. Need to move fast.
I'm moving.
She's
Feeling
trying.
pain?
Would it make any difference?
Of course she's in
Dick
pain.
wipes will not let up.
Dying in the line of duty then.
Reach the maglev station with Songbird. This we then tried to do. Alright, here we go. Oh, more bodies.
Control tower now, V. I'll bring a train in. Take point. You never know.
So we've made the maglev station.
Too quiet for comfort.
Do you know, I was just thinking the same thing. There's no one here. Those who are here aren't here anymore, if you see what I mean. This is one big area. Potential for hazards and mayhem is significantly higher in this area than elsewhere, I would guess. It's just too quiet. Oh, look at the tracks. That's splendid. Magnetic levitation. What next? Magnetic levitation. There's an office over here. Whew. That was marginally intense. I'm not seeing anything. Even the media outlets in this bit, the TVs and other things, are quiet. It really is peaceful. I have a door. I can go through it. Then I shall. Thank you for the resources. The waterproof combat turtleneck. very important. You get caught in the rain when you're doing combat. I also have ammunition. Handgun, admittedly. Sniper, heavy, shotgun. And I've got an access point. I haven't done any of these this episode, so I'll make this the one that I do. Back with you in a second. Right, I'm going to start at the top, throw one away in the middle, and finish with the one at the bottom. So here we go. 1C, E9, FF, BD. And this is where I'm going to do a throwaway. I want a 59 followed by a BD followed by a 1C, and we're there. Good. I just stopped for a second there to consider the location of this access point. It's something that I've talked about in the past and mentioned that I don't like stopping to do access points because they interrupt the flow of the action and cause a break in the immersion for me. But this one is perfectly located. It's at the end of this facility for a start. It's in a closed room. There's no one else in here with me. Songbird isn't even with me. Looking on the minimap, she's over the other side of this facility, which is probably not the best place for her to be, but that's by the by. It's a natural place to stop and just gather wool and regroup yourself before whatever comes next. So perfect placement. I enjoyed doing that one on that basis. Now let's leave this place of safety, relative safety. I also think it might be a good time to switch to the tech sniper rifle for the reasons that I mentioned about weapon choice at the start. The thing is, there are no enemy combatants down this end. We know this. There is the control tower 50 metres away saying, come and get me. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to waltz in there, does it? And if there are any enemies still in here, that would mean they are further away than I can presently see. Depress, it says there. Sort of. Yeah. I don't know. I'll make my way down this side, I think, by the sounds of it. Songbird, are you okay? There she is! Over on the far side. Just keeping out of harm's way, I hope. You've got some decent cover there. Kinda. Don't wander off, right? Let's go. Hi. Ooh, what is this? Enemy soldier? Can I can't. I can't tag you because you've got optical camo of some sort and it won't let me do it. Also, whatever media is playing here, like there's some music there in the background and there are various displays, they're all quite muted at the moment, which suits the atmosphere here, I think. I think also that I've probably got the wrong weapon for dealing with this guy. Maybe my plan B is the simplest thing. Also, maybe I should be taking cover while I do it. He's looking the wrong way. That's not very observant of you. Shall we do this? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1.
Watch out!
Shit, trap!
We're not falling for that.
Oh, I think I already did. Yeah, I'm getting out of sight myself, actually. That's a good piece of advice. Now we're going to need, judging by their distance, they're still not showing up on the minimap. Now we're going to need the tech sniper rifle. Where are they? This is good cover, actually. This wall is very solid. Also, I could squat down, which would make things more difficult for them. There's my first test of the weapon. Okay. It works. It works, kinda. I have reloaded. It takes 3 shots. That's all. The cartridge that it reloads with seems to take some time to do so. That's not going to be a shot that will kill that person. That bad guy. Oh, crikey, blimey. You're dodgy.
No mercy!
Yes. That could almost be Songbird saying the same thing. I'm going to leave that one to his own devices while I take out some other threats. This gun. I don't know about this gun. I didn't charge it fully. That might be my thing. That might be my thing. You could be right. Let me reload. Let me open the door again. Let me reload. I'm trying to reload. It's because I'm standing so close to the door, it thinks I'm operating the door mechanism while they're reloading. Here we go. Ah. That's better. It still took 2 shots, but then I was shooting quite low down. Very well, we've got ourselves a battle. There are people right up there even. I'll try that again. It did say does not penetrate cover in the descriptor. Alright. Inventory. Sniper rifle out. And going back in is going to be, when I can find it, you're probably guessing what it is I'm looking for, and you're quite right. I'm looking for that. Mum gave me this gun. That's reason enough to use it. Okay, now who is it wants to give me a bad day? Is it you? You see? You see? Sometimes, for all the stats. Ooh, you just materialised in the wrong place there. Walked right into this, and I'm delighted to help you out. Good. It's gone a little quieter. It's not quiet yet. We've still got noise, but a little quieter. Those flashing lights do look awfully like gunfire from a distance. There's gunfire. Ooh, yes, that hurt. Not quite. Almost, but not quite. Reload again. Okay. Better time of it. More like it. And another. Somewhere around about there, I guess. Do that again. Thank you. Reach the control tower with Songbird. I am trying. Songbird, I hope, is taking cover. She's being shot at is what's happening. How did I fail to notice that? Alright. Song. I think we've made significant progress here. It's gone terribly quiet. Oh, maybe not. It was just a lull before the next wave came in. Where are they? It would be good to know. I mean, there are several levels here, are there not? And these balconies with the gaps that turn into glass partitions, not helpful. They helped me to a degree earlier, but they're not helpful when you're trying to hunt people down. And I think I've got to. The more of these people I can get rid of now.
Pin down!
Don't pop your head up. Don't pop your head up. Don't. I'm just saying. I could probably reach you with a grenade actually from here. There's a thought. Shall we try that? Have that. Oof.
Get your shit together!
Yes, we did. Has that done the desired effect? Has it completed the task? Yes. Reach the control tower with Songbird, who is now still taking cover behind that significantly thick concrete stanchion over there. Probably not the right weapon now. No, I don't know. Depends if I can keep my distance. That looks like a... I didn't see a person there. That could be someone who's in camo. I think it is. I might try a grenade again. I can reach that far. Throw. Oof. They may not have stayed where the grenade went off. That's the thing I've got to bear in mind here as I'm stepping over these bodies. Reach the control tower with Songbird. I'm going to pop over and see Song, see if she's alright. Hey, how are you? No, they're still there. I may have brought trouble your way, for which I apologise most sincerely. Let me move up a fraction here. Oh, okay. Where did that weapon suddenly get thrown from then? How did that happen? What was that? Does that mean the person who was over there shooting at me has moved, and in the process of moving they disturbed that weapon and that's why it came tumbling down from on high? Because I've got nothing on the minimap to help me at all here. They just don't show up. I do have my Yinglong fully loaded. I could expend the entire thing. Defeat all Nusa operatives to reach the control tower. There's one left. Is that what you're saying? Suddenly that's changed. I've got to find the one who's left. Am I hunting them now? Is that what you're saying? Oh well. Okay. Someone's still out there. They're going to be camouflaged. Just to make life tricksy for me. And they could be anywhere. I don't necessarily know how to locate them. The best thing I can do here is make them come for me, I guess. Is it me they're trying to shoot, or is it Songbird? Are you still taking cover, Songbird? She is. There they are. There they are. Do you know what? If I could lock on here long enough to do it, and I think I almost can, almost can't. There we go. No, not quite. I'm trying to plop 3 overheats on them, one after the other. Has that done the job?
Last one. All clear.
Yes, it did.
Did you get hit?
I'm okay.
Great.
Okay. Flight control tower. Heading there. Got a train to bring into the station.
Understood. I have got bodies here, which I don't know that I'm going to bother looting. Because I don't need the weapons and I'm trying to keep us moving. I don't know that any of these people either will possess any lore worth me picking up, particularly components I'll have. Weapons not so worried about just at this moment, as I said. There was someone who fell on the tracks over here, I noticed. When I was up there, I thought I saw something. No, there it is. Oh, it's a gun. It wasn't a person, it was a gun. Alrighty then. So, on that basis, where does this go? Just out of interest. That's electrified. Better not go that way. Oh, look. This leads to the outside world. Wow. Okay. That's a thing. To the control tower with Songbird. Come on, Songbird, let's go. Oh, she's already there. She's waiting for me. All right. Control tower, I'm here. Oh. Right. Do you know what? I'm just going to take a break before I go through this doorway. Back in a sec. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Right. We've reached the control tower. Let's get in there. Songbird's already in there.
What now?
I'll fire up the control panel. Bring the train in.
The door's just closed. And also, suddenly, I've got an enemy on my minimap again. What do you need me to do? How long this will take you is something I'd like to know. And subnet, there's likely to be one. I'll warn her about that.
Remember, train's probably got a service subnet.
It's bound to be slower by eons.
Not suggesting you use it, suggesting you gate it off.
Outflanking maneuver? Possible. I'll drop an ice drape on the junction. Let's do this.
Good luck, Song.
Look at me advising Songbird how to do her work. The door's just opened again. Why did the doors just open again? I've got ammunition and it's telling me I've got to survive until the train arrives. Heavy ammo. Okay, we've got dudes on the bridge. Drop a grenade. Oof. Sorry, I walked into your bum. There. Didn't mean to do that.
Taking heavy losses!
That was effective. You are taking heavy losses. He's gone. And his friend went before he did. I have 2 more on the lower level. This door worries me because it closed behind me. It was like an automatic shutter and then it opened again by itself. I didn't open it. This door worries me. Is it safe for me to go out there? Do you know what I might do? I might speculatively, and I've got to just guess where this is, drop a grenade down there. There are 2 red circles. Do you see them? On a staircase. Maybe I overthrew. There they are. That's the staircase. Maybe I should try that again. On the staircase. Boof. Do we still have 2 red circles? Yeah, we do. I don't know. Songbird, how long do you need to do this? Songbird? How long am I standing here doing this? I'd dearly love to drop a grenade on those guys, but I dare not step outside this door just for the moment. I think I've overthrown. Let me see if I can... Maybe I need to try and bounce it off something. Try it that way. That have any effect? No. They are significantly lower down and protected by some sort of superstructure there. Also, can I just say... Yinglong. This is why I've got the Yinglong. Songbird, come on. How long do you need for this? For goodness sake. Don't step outside the door. Well... Make them come to you. It's the most obvious thing. Make them come to you. Look at the bodies piling up. Yes, I've got 2 doorways to defend, but nevertheless, I'd rather be doing that than out there being approached on all sides. It's fairly quiet. Careful of that door. Someone's over there now. Can I reach them with a grenade? I'm going to have to bounce it off the wall to make it go down into the stairwell. Try that. Doing. And boof. Okay. These 2 I've not managed to sort out yet. Let's try a grenade at the top of the stairs round the corner. That's not where they are either. I am surviving, but occasionally they're tempted to send someone up here.
Done and done. Train's on the way.
Superb work.
Shit! Beef! Chopper!
Coming your way!
What just happened? Jeepers! Keep down. The shutters have come down. Talk to Songbird. Songbird, are you okay? Oh, don't tell me she's been hit again.
You alright?
Had a little luck. Can't last long. We're fucked, you know? I have to drop past the wall. No other way.
We have to do what? We're going to connect to the black wall. We're going to do it together, not on your own.
Neural bridge. Let's go. I'll be your backup.
Oh, this is so risky.
Always can use a proxy.
What
Ready
are
for
we
this?
doing? Look at the effect it's had on her. All set. I'm going to be positive.
Fire it up.
Do it. Push the button. I presume there is a button. Uploading black wall demons. Oh, they're taking possession. This is not the Songbird we know and love. Okay, how does this work? They're trying to break in. What? Release the Blackwall Pulse. Do it. Do it. Whoa. And helicopter 2. Ooh. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hey. Oh no. She can't be.
Song, you okay?
Oh no. No, she's alright. She's fine. Why would I be helping her get up if she was dead?
Let me help. Lean on me. Got a train to catch.
Okay, how many song titles are we using in this
That
episode?
hurts.
It's gotta, I know, so me. But you killed it. Saved our asses.
Well, yes. She certainly saved hers, and indirectly saved mine. I'll give you that. Where am I going? Get on the train. Guess I'm gonna have to go this way. Okay. Unleash the Blackwall. Whoa, I can do this at will now. Look at that, they're synchronized. Synchronized dying troops. Get on the train.
Me. You hear that?
I hear...
It's the Blackwall. No fear, Song. Right here with you.
The animation around the fringes of the screen here is terrific. And also, Songbird's so close to V because he's guiding her, he's holding her. It's like a shared perspective of what we're seeing here. And with that said, let's get on the train. Unleash it again. Do it. Just in time, I see. I'm going to have to watch this. I'm going to have to watch the prompts. There are plenty of troops. We know there are plenty of troops. Goodness knows we saw them. And again. Gone. How do I get down from here? Simply jumping or... No, this is what's left of the stairs. This used to be the stairs. Again. Go out the side. And you guys. 4, 3, 4. In one go. 5, in fact. There's no need to rush here, Songbird. Let them come to us. Apparently, we can see them off. I mean, this is an indication of a fraction of the power that Myers and others are trying to harness, isn't it? This is it. It's just a tiny, tiny glimpse into what it could be like if you had this amount of power. I mean, the way they go isn't pleasant either, is it? It's almost like the Blackwall's ripping them apart. Their bodies don't seem to be affected, but their cyberware, their minds perhaps, certainly are. Get on the train. I will. I don't even have a ticket, but I'm going to get on the train. So I am finding today that breaking it into 10-15 minute sections is really helping me with the atmosphere and just the general sort of sapping nature of the humidity that's around. So excuse me please if I do that. Get on the train, as I just said a moment ago. We're on the train. Have a seat. I'm going to put you in it. And
There you go.
Do I need to jack in and check your vitals again? Maybe not.
Launch pad soon. Finally.
Oh, train's moving.
Still with me? Holding up?
I don't think she is. I'm gonna say What do you think's going to happen to Reed?
Say we make it. Ever wonder what'll happen to Reed?
Myers was done with him. I actually doubt much will change.
I don't know. I think his time might be over.
Listen to the hum.
I think she's done with him completely. What did she do with people?
Wish I could fall asleep. Never to wake again.
Don't say that. We're passing by the rocket here, I've just realised. Look at this. So-mi, stay with me, please. So-mi.
Hey, don't you doze off on me.
I don't think she'd
Reed.
wake up.
Had a dream about him recently. A repeat. Same damn nightmare. About that same damn train. Him dying because of what I did.
But he didn't die. He survived it. It's just a bad dream song. Put it out of your mind for now. The whole situation haunts Reed to this day too. It does in a way haunt him, but not necessarily in the way that she would interpret that if I were to say it. The thing is, I can tell her to put it out of her mind for the moment. Don't think about it is probably the best thing to do. It's not helpful. It's not helping your situation. Her eyes look awful right at the moment. Her body's deteriorating visibly by the minute.
Just put it out of your mind for now.
Doubt I
Try.
can.
Rest, please.
Could have chosen differently. Can't forgive myself.
You can't do this. Reed's forgiven you, I'm sure. To a degree I think he has, but again, only because she was part of a team once. That's the loyalty that he feels to her. The situation has changed to completely. That loyalty is gone. His loyalty now is to a future for himself. And he's heard what Myers has said to him. Nobody's perfect. That's undeniably true, but guilt sucks, there's no escaping remorse. And this is all on Myers, it's her fault. That is true. Without Myers, this situation would not be happening. None of what's happened, all of the deaths that we've seen in this episode and the previous one, all of the skirmishes, the encounters we've had, none of it would have happened without Myers.
Myers gave the order. Treated you like your tool.
She did. What is she thinking? Penny for your thoughts.
Song?
We're there. We're there.
Reed's not the only one I've betrayed.
I don't think you're making sense right now. Meaning you've got other victims on your conscience who I just spoke about, all those bodies. I don't think she's making sense.
Mine's wandering, Song. Blackwall, gotta be.
Neural Matrix V can only be used once.
Once? How so?
It's a captive AI from beyond the wall. Relies on continuous evolution to exist.
What is this?
I'll free it and end the process. It'll then execute my commands and disintegrate irretrievably.
Excuse me? It's a one-dose cure? So it would have made no difference if I'd gone with you to the moon. I would never have been cured from it. How long has she known about this since? Has she known about this since the very start? Lied to me. What's left? What am I supposed to do? I'd love to know how long it is that she's known about this since. Did she only discover this halfway through? Was she honest with me at the start? Because that's one thing, but if she's known about this right since the very start...
How long have you known this? That only one of us could come out alive.
Sign sure. I learned it existed. Started delving into...
Oh, man. She's known about it since the start. How do we interpret this? How do I... Songbird, how could you do this to me? I said I would help. You could have told me this. You could have told me this at the very start. And even if I'd known about it back at the very beginning, I might still have done this. I might still have helped. But you didn't even trust me to tell me, did you? I mean, I'd like to say the bottom one, but I'm going to go with the top one.
You're fucking serious?
She's not proud of herself.
I think I'm gonna die soon. The regret wasn't honest with you.
You were not.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have two choices. Won't abandon you, which means I'm going to forgive her for literally playing me, I guess. Or I go with the bottom one and say, no, I can't forgive you for this. In which case, what do I do? Just abandon her here? Leave her? Because she won't make it to that shuttle without me. I guess I've got to think about why I sided with her in the first place against Reed, because she is a victim. All of this came about because she was put in this position. She didn't choose to be here. She didn't choose for any of these things to happen. They were inflicted upon her by Myers and company. On that basis...
Could have told me the truth.
Yes.
Would have helped you anyway.
Yes. Exactly.
Song?
Hot diggity fuck. Color me impressed.
Oh, what do you
Bert
know?
took everyone for a ride. Myers, Hanson, Reed, you.
I really can do without you doing the told you so here. I mean, I can, not we, I will manage as I have before, or I can ask the question. Questions are good because they always force the person receiving the question to decide a response, to take an attitude, even if they haven't firmed it up in their mind. So, are you on my side or not?
Having some fun with me, are you?
No, I'm fucking serious. Takes character to be a bastard front to back and inside out.
That's really harsh.
Believe me, I know.
That's really very harsh.
Woman's obsessed, determined to a fault. That earns my respect.
Fuck all that. Thing is, you and me are back at square one. Still have that problem. Finding some way to save ourselves.
Could always call Reed on the holo.
And do what?
Think he'd kill me.
What is
Damn, globe-sized ego, V. You mean zilch to him. Just one person he's gunning for. Well, nice to drop in and shoot some shit, V. High time you woke her, though.
Johnny thinks I should call Reed and tell him I've changed my mind and Songbird is all his. And that's an option now. Call Reed. Reed will take care of you, I say to Songbird. Yeah, but we both know how he'll do that, don't we? And I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt that I'd be signing her death warrant. I can pick her up and say, time to go, So-Mi. I can pick her up and say, wake that up. I am going to go with the top one.
Hey, Song. Almost there.
I've come all this way. It makes no difference now.
Clearly need some help.
It makes
There.
no difference now. I may as well take her to the shuttle. I don't know the way. This way. There it is. There's the rocket. There's the shuttle. Flight parameters.
Ends in sight.
Yeah. Flight ready. Override mode. That explains a lot. Fuel 100%. Pressure okay. No leaks. Ready for takeoff. Engine cooling. System ready. There's nothing to be gained by me not putting Songbird on that shuttle. That would simply be me exacting a kind of revenge on her. When, as I said, I had already chosen my side between her and Reed. I'd already
Fucking hell.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Stop there.
Look. Putting her down.
I've put her down. What gives?
Go now.
Woo!
So, what do you want to do?
She's dying. I can't let you take her. I can holster the weapon and say, take her. She's all yours. I'm going to go with the top one.
Reed, she's fucking dying.
I see 2 near corpses with a death wish. Your fault alone if she kicks it.
Right, because you and Myers had no hand in this shit.
That is all that awaits her on the moon. You want to save her? Leave her to me.
If I thought I could believe that, I might. Heard you talking to Myers. I can ask him what happened to her, touch her and you're dead, draw a weapon, and sorry man. I'm going to tell him that I overheard his conversation with Myers and see what he thinks.
Back on the roof, Myers ordered her killed. You didn't protest.
Oh, flinch.
You heard us.
I did.
Every last word.
The situation's changed. Just leave Songbird to me. I can still help her.
You don't have that power. You might think you do, but Myers is controlling this. She regretted selling you out. Want her over my dead body. Draw a weapon. I'm not giving her up. I'm going to use the second one.
You'll take her over my dead body. If she dies, she'll die a free woman. She wanted out and away. From you, Myers. The FIA said so.
Your past. You can't just escape it. I know what I'm talking about.
How would you? Never tried it yourself.
I'm just not naive, V.
You're saying I am. FIA's done with you. I think that's true. I think it is.
Myers don't trust you no more. Thinking to get back in her good graces? By delivering Somi in a platter?
This is not about me.
Can't hand her over. Won't. Out of my way, Reed.
You got 3 seconds.
Don't do that.
1.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry, man.
So damn late.
He died on his knees.
Fuck.
You had no choice. But your friend there will join Reed in the Beyond if you don't hurry your ass.
I can pick her up and tell her it's going to be okay. I can pick her up and say, high time to be done with this. I'm going to do the, it's going to be okay.
Gonna be okay.
Are you still conscious?
One last push.
I think she might be, kind of, just, maybe, about. I've just killed Reed. But then it was him or me. Have a seat. Place her in the shuttle. I can place her and say, hold on a little longer. I can place her and say, we're going our separate ways. I'll tell her to hold on.
We're bound for the moon, Somi. Getting away from them all.
Fasten her belt. I can link into the system. Let's do that. Let's run some diagnostics. I want to see
Let's see, what do we got here?
This has all been worth it.
Life support activated.
Diagnostics. Pressure, O2, infusion pump.
Board computers in startup configuration. Warning
So-
system memory clear.
She's going to get to the moon alive, at least, by the sounds of it. Life support's engaged.
Get that feeling too sometimes. Drop everything. Leave it all behind. Wouldn't it be nice?
She's with us.
Gently now.
Happy trails. Good luck in spite of it all. Hope it's worth it. You're free. Freedom is important to nomads. I think I'm going to go with the bottom one. I'm absolutely stunned. I'm just... Goodbye, Songbird.
Space is pure freedom, Somi.
I'm a nomad. I should know. Better get myself off here because there's no point me going there. Oh, hello.
Hatch locked and sealed.
Good. What is this? Oh, I can take your weapon. Tier 5 plus iconic pariah. Reed's modifications have turned this into a silent weapon. Headshots reduce charge time and increase reload speed. Take it. Trophy, huh?
Internal power activated.
Go to the observation
for
deck.
takeoff. Automatic boot sequence initiated.
Well, no turning back now.
There she goes. There goes my Songbird. She's on board. I'm going to watch this from the observation deck. Is that what you're saying to me? Apparently so. A seat awaits me.
60 seconds. RS-25 main engine ignition.
Here we go.
First time I've ever launched a spacecraft. You?
Same, man. Same.
T-minus 50 seconds. Solid propellant engines burning.
I can sit there.
Spark igniters active.
I hope she makes it. I do hope she makes it now. After all of this.
Whatever awaits her in orbit. Hope she ends up happy.
She's free. Slammed it home. She has just a bit of what I lacked entirely. Fucking luck.
Yeah, she had luck and she had V. Because without him, she wouldn't be here. Yeah, luck has nothing to do with it. Oh, and then I can turn this on him and say, took the easy way out, you did. Or hypocrite, that's you. I'm going to go with the top one.
Luck played no part in it, Johnny. You and her just wanted different things.
Yes.
Really? So do tell. What was it I wanted so badly?
Applause. Cheers. Did absolutely everything to please the crowd.
Nah. Maybe. Guess I could have done more. Been different.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Again.
Could also be I was convinced I couldn't make it out alive. And maybe, just maybe that chick had great follow-through to the fucking end. And I lacked that last ounce of determination. Dunno.
Wow, that's the most profound bit of self-analysis I think I've ever heard Johnny do. A lot of maybes in it though. A lot of maybes. At least you're being honest with yourself. I'm surprised you know how. Or I can say, at last, you get it. I'm going to go with the top one because that's the thing I honestly feel here, that he is trying to analyse himself a little bit and maybe, just to V at least, he's prepared to admit some of the deficiencies.
Well, at least you're being honest with yourself. That in itself is some version of freedom.
What do you say next? Be all you can be? Limitations are all in my head?
Just watch the show, Johnny.
Yes.
T0 lift.
We're away. There goes our rocket.
She made it. That's what counts.
I actually think now it is. I think that is what counts. Away goes the rocket. I'm going to pause there. I'll be back with you in a second. So at that point, I just need to explain. I paused thinking that I was going to stop the game there, have a refreshment break, have a comfort break, come back, and then resume the game to see whatever the scene was that followed next. And indeed, a scene did follow next. But at that point where I stopped or tried to, the credits for Phantom Liberty began to roll. So I sat and watched the credits. I went and actually fetched my little dude from over the far side. Can you see the resemblance? Yes, I think you probably can. I consumed quite a lot of orange while watching the credits, as you can imagine. This is the state of my orange now. I also had a snack while I was watching them. And then when I got to the end of them, you'll see what happened next. Oh. Oh. Next morning.
Where do we go from here?
Now, we wave bye-bye to your dreams of living a long, happy life.
What do you say to that? Well, how do you respond to Johnny at this particular juncture? Do I say to him, we're still together, there's that, which is kind of me maybe wishing we weren't? Or do I go to the bottom one and say, we'll see how this game plays out, which is just pushing it back over to him? Or do I assert myself here and say, not about to lie down, give up? Is that what he's saying? Is he saying we've got absolutely nowhere here and the whole thing's futile, it's useless, we may as well not try any longer? Because I'm not having that. I'm going to go with the middle one.
We ain't quite done yet.
Yes.
Things ain't all bad at any rate. Politicos and spies at war, us in the middle. We came out whole.
Sure, shit made some enemies, powerful ones, too.
That's true.
Myers'll remember.
Yeah.
Won't let it pass.
I'm convinced of that.
No fucking way after you killed the most loyal of her hounds.
I'm absolutely convinced of that. She has got bigger problems than me. That's undoubtedly true. I think the second thing is true as well. Ultimately, she didn't give any concern about Reed whatsoever. So the fact that he's dead is an inconvenience to her. He'll be replaced. She'll find someone else to be her master of situations of that sort, her port of last resort, the person she calls when no one else can get things done. They'll be queuing up to take Reed's place, I'm pretty sure. And then Myers was after Song, cared about her exclusively. See, all of these things are true. She has got bigger problems than me. I think by the end of it, she wasn't just after Song. She wanted V dead too, because of his role in allowing Song to evade capture for so long. That's what's brought us to this situation, I guess. The more V did, the more he rose on Maya's list of people she wanted dealt with. And by the time she was speaking to Reed there, it was almost like Songbird and V were on a par in that regard. So I am going to go with... I'm going to go with the top one and try to suggest to Johnny that she won't hold a grudge and that she'll move on to being concerned with other, bigger problems than me.
If another war breaks out,
Yeah.
Reed'll just be the first to have fallen of so many.
Very good point.
Guy fought his own war for his rare ideals. Tombs like that, nobody remembers them. Nobody.
Need to shift focus now. To myself. My own path.
I'll say, fucking with NUSA plans launching a half-dead cyborg into orbit adds bricks to that edifice called legend. But clock's ticking, friend. You're dying. Gotta do something about it.
He has a point. And he's finished talking to me about it as well. This, can I just say, is an idyllic situation to have this conversation. That sky is fantastic. The colouring of it is terrific. It's like being reborn into Night City, I guess. Because that's what awaits us. And that is the end of Killing Moon. I'll be back in a second. Quite obviously, for me to try to sum up how I feel right at the moment about what has just happened would be wrong, because that would not be to do service to the complexity, the richness of the Phantom Liberty expansion, which is now just completed. I say completed. We've completed the main storyline part of it, of course, because there's lots of other gigs and activities which are still running. Mr. Hans contacted me in episode 65 about wanting to see me about something, I've no idea what, but that's a thing that's still got to happen, and there are many other reasons to be going back in that direction. So although Songbird's part in this is now complete, it does not mean that we won't be involving parts of the Phantom Liberty world in the gameplay that's still to come back in the main game. So yeah, I'm not going to try. Forgive me, okay? I literally, my head's all over the place. It's been a while. I've been spending a lot of time thinking and doing the Phantom Liberty expansion. Every day of the week, there's been something to do, some notes, a thumbnail, a slide, a lot of thinking about the various situations. And the reversal that we had there, I mean, come on, I can't possibly put that into context in just a few words after an episode like that. So I will be talking about what happened in that episode at the start in the housekeeping of episode 67. So I hope that's okay, that you can wait till then to find out, you know, when my brain's had chance to assimilate everything that just occurred, how it felt and what perspective I've got by that point. I can't even find the words. I'm so stunned by what happened at the end there. Oh man. I'm looking at a picture of Songbird actually on the screen in front of me because the video is here. Part of it is rendering already and she happens to be there on the thumbnail. So yeah, how could you do this to me? I'll be back for episode 67 next week. See you then. Bye.